Moment. Hello, everybody. It's me, Mike Minotti. There's AJ. It's me, Mike Minotti.
Hey.
Oh, 1 second.
AJ, talk.
Here,
I am
AJ,
talking.
you're getting an echo. Wait up.
I
You got
am
audio.
talking.
All right.
Oh, audio issues.
I know. I got it. We're good. No more echo. All right.
Audio issues.
It's all right. It's fine.
Everybody
It'll be okay.
panic.
It'll be okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
AJ Minotti.
Yes, that's me.
I see you have a Quest charging over there.
Do I? Yeah.
Oh, all right. I know. I was going to try to do a question. Now, look, I know I already yelled at you about your blurry background, but I saw your camera just do a terrible autofocus thing. Could we perhaps turn that off as well?
God, you're asking a lot of me now. Hang on.
I know.
Daddy.
It was all right. You guys missed. There was a whole thing pre-show with his auto defocus background.
Yeah, the blurred background that nobody uses.
Does anybody really like that auto blurred background thing? I always think it looks terrible. I'm low.
Listen, I use
it.
it.
A second.
Yeah, I was about to say that, and I use it when I had to have a. So I don't have to clean my room. But your room looks pretty clean, AJ.
Yeah.
So I don't think you need it.
Test. Mike
Yeah, my
Minotti.
room is-
It doesn't look that bad. I can raise my gain a little.
You are a little bit low.
Test
a little
Mike.
bit.
Yeah, just a little bit low, maybe, but I just raised my gain.
Oh, that's way better.
I bet that
At least
helped.
for me. I don't know how chat.
Let's see, chat. Do I sound better?
Chat, give us
Where did I go
let's wait a
here?
little bit for feedback. Yeah, I've been playing that Dune. You're gonna play that Dune, Mike?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Dune on Wega Man.
Oh, get on the server I'm in, and because I think I can invite you to the guild. I made a giant bomb guild.
Cool.
I
What
just invite
server?
you to that, so.
Send me a message. What server it is? So I know.
I'll tell you afterward because I don't remember.
AJ, did you figure that out? You look confused.
No, I don't know where that option is.
It's it
Autofill?
has to be maybe it's on your camera app or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have a camera app.
I mean, you don't have a
What-
What
camera.
camera do you use?
Yeah.
Just it's. Oh, is it Razer? Is it in there?
Razer doesn't have like a thingy.
Razer
I always
Synapse.
turn
Razer
it off.
signups.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even have that installed because I didn't need it for
Then-
anything else.
Then we don't. We
Look,
don't
AJ,
know.
you might be
Maybe
on some. I might get you some
camera.
content now and then. I can't have this auto focusing thing embarrassing both of us.
Oh, please.
He did it for like a sec. When he
Yeah, right,
It
like-
wasn't that
Okay, I
crazy.
just when something's wrong with my camera, I already got a comment on the bombcast like, Mike, you gotta stop breathing into the microphone. I want to listen to it. I don't hear it, but apparently it's a problem. So if I had to deal with it, chat, did I breathe into the microphone a lot during the bombcast today? Is that a thing?
Someone Brogan complimented my Kermit impression. Thank you.
It was pretty good.
I do have Synapse. Okay, here. Oh, this bloatware.
Gotta lean from the breathe in. Look, sometimes I breathe too much. What happened was I ran to go get Penny and came back and probably breathed slightly heavily for a moment.
I think that's kind of hot.
Hang on, is this
Also,
going
my-
to turn it off in Discord if I do this? My camera just shut off?
No.
Nope.
No, but it won't let me change the settings while Discord's running. That's really dumb.
Yeah, should be.
While
able to-
Discord is running, maybe like turn off your camera on Discord and then
just
try
turn
to
off for a
change it.
second, yeah.
Yeah, hang on.
If not, then you don't have to worry about it.
That. Do that. Do that.
Dun. Shiny so
Sorry, I
my
have to breathe,
diamond.
everybody.
Yeah,
how
what the
dare you.
fuck, Mike? How dare
No
you
way,
breathe
Sean.
in?
Yeah, I think I do.
I play a lot of rematch, and for that I have to have the mic open because I'm playing ranked, and you kind of need a little bit of communication. And some motherfuckers are the worst with mics. They have
sure.
you can hear them farting, like breathing when they blink. You hear their blinking eyes. It's crazy.
Okay.
All right. Think we're good?
Okay.
All right.
We're back.
I'm going to play intro music that you two will not hear, but you will
Is
trust
there a
me.
Yeah, that's
rundown?
cool.
Yeah, last
Or
name
you're
Yes,
Brendog.
listening
I'll
to you.
give it to you.
Okay, thank you.
I'll get us going on over here. Meantime, here we go. In 5, 4.
Hey, you guys hear me? Start cheering now! Let's get this over with. Yeah.
Woof woof. Hi, I'm Mike Minotti, and I am a Nintendog.
Hi, I'm AJ Minotti, and I am a Nintendog.
And we are the last of the Nintendogs. Today, Donkey Kong Bananza hype is real, and you won't believe who's making that video game. Switch 1 price increases in Canada, and Super Mario Strikers is coming to NSO. But AJ, thank you for joining me here on what is actually the 200th episode of Less Than the Nintendogs.
We did it!
Right?
We did it! Just you and me!
Weren't you also on the 100th episode Last Nintendogs? I wasn't on it. So far,
It's very likely.
I think
I'm here
Jeff-
for all the landmarks.
yeah, Jeff has not been here for any of the landmark episodes of Last of the Nintendogs. That's right, everyone. Jeff is on vacation, so I hope he's having fun. AJ, thank you for joining me. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you since I came back from my very short little
Yeah, we haven't
weekend.
really had a full detox on it or whatever.
Did you see? So I went to Disney World to do a test track. They're opening the new version of it and had a great time. We were supposed to go on Saturday and Sunday. We went on Saturday. It was great. Showed up on Sunday. They weren't letting anybody ride it. And I think I saw today that apparently one of the cars hit the wall that's supposed to open up for you. Now they make the wall out of foam in case this happens so that no one really
Right.
gets hurt.
But it's not great.
No, but it'll be neat if they never put the wall back now, and I'm like, I rode it back when there was a wall for the one day or so. You're allowed to do that. But yeah, it was a good time. Turns out it can be pretty hot in Orlando in summer.
Yeah, what do you know?
They should warn people about that. But no, it was a good time. I finally ate at that one restaurant in the Mexican pavilion in Epcot, the San Angel Inn.
The San Angel Inn.
Yeah, I think my all-time favorite theme park thing is just indoor locations that look like outside places at night. So tickled that fits you really well. I got an ossobuco with a mole sauce. Very nice. And I don't know why this tickled my fancy so much. A lot of restaurants do this, I know. But, it's a shank of meat on the bone. But then they give you a little bag with some warm tortillas so you can make your own tacos. And I'm like, yay.
Ooh, yes.
It's like I'm making my own tacos. I'm a big boy. So
For that much money, they should make the tacos for me.
no, it's fun. It's interactive.
Oh, okay.
Like that place we went to as kids where we got to quote unquote make our own pizzas. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, the Italian oven. We talked about this.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. How was your weekend? What did you do? Anything fun? You went to the fireworks, right? There was local town fireworks.
Well, you were watching the Disney World fireworks. We were watching the local show here in Poland for Celebrate Poland, or as my daughter dubbed it, because apparently if you play Dress to Impress and Roblox, the summer update came out that day, and as she pointed out, it was not the 4th of July, so it must have been the Dress to Impress summer event fireworks that we were witnessing.
Very good.
Yes.
Yeah, I usually like going to those. Small town fireworks is nice. It was pretty cool. So I was at a Universal hotel because I have a friend who works there, so I get a discount, so I can stay there pretty cheap. I was at this one called the Aventura. It is this tower, and on the top of it is a rooftop bar that's really nice. It's the weirdest thing. It's so tall that from this tower, you can clearly see Disney World, including the Magic Kingdom fireworks.
That's kind of wild.
So I watched it there both nights, and on the second night, my friends were there. I even got up the YouTube video with the song and perfectly found where it was so we could hear the music synced with it and everything.
That's amazing.
It was real bizarre to be watching.
Look, this is some nerd shit, but Mike, I'm proud of you.
It was pretty
well
good.
done.
I was pretty proud too. I was like, this is pretty sweet. But,
yeah, most people are like, wow, weird. I'm like, that's impressive.
Right. I mean, so one
That's
time
really good.
saw the Magic Kingdom fireworks while also clearly being able to see where Epcot is. But AJ, this is not a Disney show, believe it or not.
No, wrong podcast.
This is a last of the Nintendogs. This is our Nintendo show. So why don't we talk about some Nintendo topics, including these this kind of weird imminent Switch 1 price increases in Japan. This came from Andy Ross at VGC. Nintendo has confirmed it will raise prices for many of its products and services in Japan. Due to market conditions, this is going to basically affect all the models of the Switch 1, AJ, including accessories, even things like Amiibo and NSO memberships. It doesn't impact Switch 2 hardware. We don't know exactly what this means. The information on what the price changes are going to be exactly here are going to be shared on the Nintendo Canada website on August first. It seems like this has to do with kind of, the continuing confusion around tariffs and trade war nonsense happening in Canada right now, right?
Yep. Hell of a thing to announce. Today is Canada Day.
Yeah. Did I say Japan instead of Canada at one point?
Did
Sorry.
you? I missed it.
Canada, not Japan.
Canadian
dollars. This is affecting the loonie and twice.
and the toonie.
Twice. 2 times I said Japan instead of Canada. Why didn't you do anything, AJ?
I was reading the thing while you were talking.
Wow.
I wanted to make sure I had something right.
I want to be very clear, everyone.
I assumed you'd get the country right. I gave you credit.
Okay, I'm glad.
My mistake.
I'm glad chat said, I still don't want to say it. The combination of
Japan
Canada.
and-
Japan. Okay, you say it. Look, I assume that if I say it, people are going to be like, Mike, that's incredibly problematic. I still can't tell. I was talking about Taft a lot, the president. I still can't tell if people who told me that's problematic are joking or not. I don't know.
But just the man?
Well, he's a president. I don't know. Taft. What do you think about William Howard Taft?
Was he a large man?
He was a large man. That's the only thing most people know about. He was a Supreme Justice after being president.
Oh, good for him.
Okay. Anyways, yes, the price is going up in Canada, not Japan, because of the stupid trade war.
I saw on Reddit today. I don't know if this was a leak or what, but the new pricing for the NSO accounts was listed, and pretty much like a $5 Canadian increase across the board. I think it was like 6 or 7 for the expansion pass. So yeah, I don't. Did their Switch 2 accessory prices go up the same way ours did before launch? Like, remember how the Amiibo and the Joy-Con and everything got like a little more expensive than originally announced?
I'll tell you what, though, I'm not buying a $40 Amiibo. I don't care if they're slightly bigger.
I got snookered into buying one this week, so ugh.
What do you mean got snookered in?
Well, so Sophia, my daughter, quick story. So it turned out she'd actually had $500 saved up from like birthdays and Christmases for the last 2 or 3 years.
Lots of
and asked to get a Switch too. Yes, so I was like, well, shit, yeah, sure. So Best Buy got stock this past Friday. I was able to pick it up. I took her with me to go get it, and in the checkout line they had the Amiibo, and she really likes Street Fighter 6, and Luke is her main, and there's the Luke Amiibo, which I kind of forgot about. So I was like, shit. All right, fine, we can get this.
Wait, she likes Street Fighter 6. Have her. I'm gonna fight her then. Let's see what she's got.
She's not very good at it, but she could.
Oh, already making excuses. Yeah. Maybe she should be able to beat me before she gets Street Fighter 6 Amiibo. That's what I think.
Well, this is the entry drug or whatever. Right now, she has the Amiibo. She'll be motivated to train.
Very important question. Is she playing on modern controls?
That's where I started her, but she wants to learn classic.
Okay, that's as long as she wants to learn. As long as she wants to learn, that's what's important. Hey, this sucks for Canada. It's just bizarre the idea that old hardware is going to get more expensive when the new thing is out.
I know.
Right?
What the heck are we doing?
What's going to be the price difference between a Switch 1 OLED and a Switch 2? And at what point is anybody going to be like, yeah, I guess I'll just settle for that and not save up for an extra whatever it is and get the much better product.
This stuff has never gotten a price drop. Like, we really can't eat the cost and like pretend it was a price drop or something. Like, really? That's what you're gonna do to the consumers? Oh, okay. And it's Nintendo; they'll get away with it. They always do.
Well, yeah, and I think GameFire and Chad is right. The Switch 2 will probably also go up there at some point. So, it is just wild. I mean, that's the thing with the Switch 2. I think if anybody does want to get one, even if maybe all the games aren't there right now, if you think you're going to get one eventually and you can afford to get one now, I maybe would get one now.
Now's the time.
Now is the time. Now is the best time. All right, AJ, Donkey Kong Bananza developer finally confirmed by Nintendo.
Mike, who is I'm dying to know. I have no idea.
Yes, it's the Mario Odyssey team. This is from Tom Phillips at IGN. Yeah, so there's actually preview events that have been happening for this game. Lots of people have played it. They all seem pretty excited. We've been seeing some new video footage. The game just looks so freaking cool. But yeah, Nintendo was asked this, and they actually answered. And that alone is surprising, HA, because so much lately they have just been like, beat the game when it comes out and look at the credits. Then you'll find out.
Yeah, that's always their response to this. It's weird. Very weird.
It's like, you would want to flaunt this as the game made by the people who made Super Mario
Right?
Odyssey, the best game from the last 10 years. So yeah, Nintendo's weird. I'm glad that they did come out and say it. I'm a little, again, surprised that
They wouldn't confirm who the director or anything like that was.
Sure.
Just the team.
Yeah, well, I guess that'll be telling if it's not like straight up the director of Mario Odyssey. That might give credence to the idea that that team has like 2 divisions going up. I guess that's my question, AJ, is when do you think the 3D Mario is coming?
Honestly, at least a couple years, if not more, if that's the case. I mean, it could be like this kind of Mario Kart situation where like it was something being made for the original Switch, and it's like, oh, this has to run 30 frames per second, and we can't destroy everything. But if we wait for the Switch 2 and like kind of slow down for 4 years, then we can make the game we wanted to. So maybe that's the case. And while they're kind of wrapping this up, they were ramping up on the new Mario. So yeah, it's Nintendo. It's hard to pin it down, but that'd be my hope, I guess.
Yeah, like holiday 2026, maybe at the very earliest. And again,
that's early.
That might be
I
early.
think.
Again, that's only if they really was this big effort of kind of like splitting the team into 2 or doing whatever. Or maybe this game has been done longer than we think. I don't know. But yeah, like later than that, 2027, even 2028 is more likely. Although, then we have to wonder, well, what are going to be those big Switch games for next year? What's the big marquee thing? And there are still so many cards they can play. There's Animal Crossing, there's Smash Brothers, there's even Luigi's Mansion, and some other mid-sized cards like Fire Emblem, Xenoblade. And of course, there's still always Pokemon. There's going to be a Pokemon whatever all the time, and we are going to get a Pokemon game this holiday, but that's just the Legends. There's going to be a mainline one here pretty soon. Does it bum you out at all, or are you just completely happy getting Donkey Kong Bananza?
Oh, I think Donkey Kong's going to scratch that itch for me. I mean, it's going to have the platforming chops. I think it's going to have the kind of just polish and kind of design that Mario team brings. It's going to really kind of be the game you play for a few years. 100%ing it, finding all the collectibles, finding all the secrets. So yeah, I'm very excited for this game. Very excited.
Yeah, there was a clip I saw today, and it's like a 2D section. And honestly, when I saw this clip, because it was like, I was just looking on my phone, and it was 2D Donkey Kong, and I heard Sticker Bush Symphony, and I was like, and on my phone, the tiny screen, I'm like, wait, what Donkey Kong Country game is this? This must be Tropical Freeze. I don't remember this. And then I like realized, oh, this is Bonanza, because I kept hearing Pauline like, oh, there's 2D sections, and they have Sticker Bush Symphony, the best song. I'm so excited. So, gosh, I mean, it's just a couple weeks now. I cannot wait. It's July.
Yeah, I know. It's July. That's crazy.
It's July right now. We made it somehow. All right. Super Mario Strikers is the next GameCube title coming to NSO Online plus expansion pack. Got this from Marcus Stewart at Game Informer. But yeah, this is the next game. It's hitting July 3rd, just a couple days away. This is only the 4th GameCube game, joining Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, and F-Zero GX. AJ, we never played Mario Strikers that much growing up. We were a Sega Soccer Slam family.
Right, that's right. A proper family.
Sega Soccer Slam rules.
I think our preferred team was the Stereotypes.
Yeah, well, they were all stereotypes, but these were the European ones.
Yes,
it had Scottish guy, English guy,
Haggis,
and I think Irish guy, maybe French guy. I don't know.
No, wait, his name was Angus. He said a little bit of haggis for a little bit of Angus or something. I don't know. It was weird.
I mean, they're kind of similar games in a lot of way, but
yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of realized I missed out with that original Mario Strikers. I liked the Switch one, even though a lot of people are upset at its lack of content. But no, I'll be happy to go back to this. Have you noticed any of the kind of NSO issues with the input lag or the stick sensitivity?
I haven't engaged with it a whole ton. I think I just tooled around a little bit in Soul Calibur and F-Zero. I haven't even started Wind Waker, so I've been meaning to play more of that after you've talked about it. I just kind of haven't found the time yet.
Yeah, sorry, everybody. I don't know why Windows 11 was giving me a pop-up. I think Windows 11 is very upset about my OneDrive being low on space. I keep telling it, please shut up. Please stop telling me this.
Mike, delete some files. Make some room.
I did, and it still is yelling at me. I don't care, OneDrive. I don't want you to have any files. Look at this. Turn off notification. Notify me. There we go. All right. Yeah, I mean, so I'm excited to get Mario Strikers. I want more NSO games. I want them to fix those lingering issues. I don't want it to be a 1 month a day thing. I mean,
That's going to be the case. We're going to get a game a month. Yeah, absolutely.
Although
That's going to be the case.
I mean, you like the GameCube. You're not as big a GameCube guy as I was back then.
No. But believe me, there's plenty of good games on the GameCube. I guess it's a funny thing. This is my thing with all the NSO things. Like, we have all these games that I could frankly play whenever I want. But there also is something to like playing them on Nintendo hardware. Like, there's a weird appeal there. So it's not like I'm like, oh, if only this game was here so I could play it. But then like when it is there, it's like, oh, cool, now I can play this on my Switch. So it's a weird dichotomy.
Here's my weird little OCD thing with it is I want there to be enough games that I can like fill up the layout of the NSO app itself with games so I don't have the empty background like that.
Right. That's fair. That's fair.
The N64 rated M for mature app that only has like 2 games. I hate it. I hate looking at that. It's like we gotta get some more M games on there, and there aren't many, so let's find the ones we can. All right, that's it for the news. Why don't we take a little break? We still have some super chats. We have a mailbag, so we're gonna be talking to our lovely community in just a moment here.
Okay.
All right, break.
All right. I could just jump back to it. AJ, do you want to read the super chat?
AJ, you had the super chat?
Yeah. Do you need me to get the mailbag too?
No, that's the...
You might have to because I can't go away from you. If
you
I
can,
read the
right.
mailbag, I will lose his video, so he might be doing. But why don't I do the fan funding then? If you're going to do the mailbag, I got it.
Okay. Where's the mailbag?
I mean, you can.
It's in the
on
dock.
on the end of the dock. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I assumed it was in Discord. Got it.
Okay.
No, it's on the dock. All right. Let's bring it back and just do another break before the mailbag, I guess.
Well, we might go straight to it. There aren't a ton of super chats.
All right. Okay. Let's do it then.
All right.
That was a complaint, everybody.
I wasn't complaining. I'm just, no, it's fine.
He was. He's so disappointed in you.
It's fine. Probably should have skied we were going on. Let's forget these things.
I think it's very funny that.
Shut up! I was about to go live.
It just has no rundown.
What has no rundown?
The show just starts. The one you host.
Oh yeah, Jeff has like a whole thing he does, doesn't he?
The Patreon, the Discord. You're like, whatever. Here's the show.
People know. People know.
All right. Then.
So few super chats.
Oh, shut up, AJ. Hey, it was more than the Bombcast had today, so there.
The other company you own, so let's go.
Oh, is that part of the product, Mike? Is that your fault?
No, that's content. That's
all right. Let's just do this shit, okay? Jesus Christ.
Hello, welcome back, everybody. I have some super chats to read, and I'm very grateful for them. Let me get my glasses on here. Let's see here now. Laser Wolf says, I started Dragon Ball Super. It's my first Dragon Ball series. I was told I'm crazy to start here, but what am I missing? Goku is depressed. Vegeta's mad he's not as good as Goku. Beerus is the big baddie looming. Penosaurus. Wait, is Goku depressed? Is he ever depressed? What's he depressed about?
I don't think he knows what depression like sadness is. I don't know.
Hey, depression wears many faces, okay?
I'm gonna agree with everyone else, Laser. That is unhinged.
That is insane.
That's an unhinged start at talking.
Yeah, so I'm not giving much help here, I'm afraid.
No, you should at least start with Z. Come on, Super. I mean, I like Super. I like aspects of Super. I like the movies, but so much of it kind of depends on your Dragon Ball Z nostalgia, right? Right, Christian?
Yeah, so like it's almost all callbacks to Z. Is like you're gonna have you're not gonna understand why it's cool that Goku uses the Kaioken for like when he's on God form and that kind of stuff. So
Kaioken callbacks, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Laser. Postman Dan says, time for the age-old debate. Esquier or Francois? All right, AJ.
It's me. Is it a debate? It's Esquier, right? I mean, Francois.
Oh, Francois is pretty funny.
Oh, he's great, but Esquier is
Esquier is Esquier. This is Expedition 33. case you're wondering. You see, even Dan likes this game. This game could do anything.
It can do anything. All three Minottis beat it within a week of each other. That's unheard of.
Everybody waiting for GTA 6 to save the industry, and it's just we have Expedition 33 here. Come on, what are we doing?
Truly.
Yeah, we got everything that we need. I still think about the game quite a bit. Now, well, so I'm waiting for Bacalar to finish the game. Now, the people are like, oh, wait for Dan to finish the game. And I'm excited that Dan's playing it. And I don't mean this in a mean way. Is he going to have things to say about the game's story? Maybe he will.
Maybe.
We'll see.
It's going to be a while, too.
It might be a moment. It might not take too long. It's not the longest game in the world, which is nice. Have you played Death Stranding 2, AJ? Are you interested in that at all? Speaking of...
I've never played the original, and I was thinking about this one, and I didn't realize it wasn't launching on PC. So I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll just wait for that.
I should start it. I need to watch a video about the first one, because I don't remember much, and I definitely didn't.
I have it. I just never played it.
So yeah. We'll do that. I think like Chris, our brother, was like, oh, do I need to play one? I'm like, just watch a video, because everyone seems to think that 2 is a pretty big improvement.
Yeah.
All right, next up here is from Philip Fortuna. It says, is Donkey Kong now more Wreck-It Ralph coded than Wreck-It Ralph is Donkey Kong coded donkeyness? I mean, Wreck-It... I know what you mean. Is it the overalls?
No, well, it's also that I think Pauline is Vanellope coded.
Holy crap, man! You're right. Oh my god, he's incredibly Wreck-It Ralph coded. This could have been a Wreck-It Ralph game. Oh man, that's wild. I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder if we would
the
have
silhouette of like Ralph and Vanellope and Donkey Kong and Pauline is kind of the same.
Man, I wonder if we would have gotten this first Donkey Kong without that. Okay, I didn't even put that together somehow. That's wild.
Really?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Man, Wreck-It Ralph is still an incredible movie. And then Ralph Breaks the Internet sure is there.
It sure is.
It sure is. Okay, I suppose. Next one. Big Steve 33 says, wife and I are going out to Scooter's doghouse in Mentor. Next time we're out to Happy Dog. This is a whole person's address. I'm not going to read that, or address for a business maybe, but just in case, this will be our summer of glizzy tourism. Been to these or any Ohio dog places? Beepus. Gosh, I don't know. I've been to Scooters. We have we have Jay's famous hot dogs,
which I've never had.
Yeah, no, they're good. I like Jay's.
Yeah.
A day without Jay's just isn't the same. That's what they say.
I guess I need to start eating a Jay's hot dog every day. I don't know.
There's a couple hot dog shops, like SHOPPE, kind of famous.
Yeah, we got Coney's. I like Coney's.
We still have, yes. Well, we used to have Coney Island was a chain.
That's still in Newcastle, just across the border in Pennsylvania.
But
there.
no, Coney's is good for smash burgers and hot dogs. They're doing okay. Then they put in a bar, and now every 60-year-old retiree goes there during the day, so they think they're making a lot.
Yeah, it really worked. I was surprised.
But no, it's funny. I do like a hot dog. I'm not often going to hot dog restaurants. If
I can make a hot dog myself. That's kind of my problem.
Right. Like if I really want a hot dog, I usually prefer it at some kind of barbecue setup or ballpark. I want to get it at a baseball game.
Yeah, gotta have a dog at the ballpark.
That boy Jerry says, congrats on 200 episodes, dogs. Can't believe you and AJ have never missed a show. Mike, that's right.
Not once. Not once.
We never would do that to you. And then input video here says, sold my house yesterday. Here's your 0.00219% commission. Thank you.
Hot dog. Congratulations. That's a stressful thing.
Hot dog,
buying and selling houses.
Dog, hot diggity dog. Did you see that Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is coming back?
Oh, really?
It's called Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus. There's
on Disney Plus.
There's an ad for it on the Disney bus I was on. So.
That figures.
There you go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for the super chats. If you still want to send in a super chat before the end of the show, we will read them before the end. So thank you again. AJ, why don't we dive into that mailbag? I think we got a bunch of questions from our community over there as well. These people, by the way, are able to send such things because they have joined our Patreon at patreon.com/GameMess. Appreciate that. But first, AJ, Lex Luddy, the super chat says, just started Persona 4 Golden. What's wrong with me? That's a very interesting time.
That's for you to figure out.
That's an interesting time to start Persona. I like Persona 4 Golden. a lot. But yeah, we do have that remake happening pretty soon. How much Persona have you ever played, AJ? Remind me.
I played a couple hours of 3 remake.
Oh,
Period.
You weren't feeling it though.
I don't know. I think I was. It's just the problem is it's the same thing. Like I started Metaphor, but then I played Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D. It's like I could feel how long this game's gonna take, and it becomes like overwhelming. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean with those games. Yes, it absolutely becomes a thing there.
Yes.
All right. Mailbag.
Mailbag.
And Christian,
Jim,
you yell at us
Jim.
when we should take a break.
Yeah. There's quite a few. Jim says, "Heyo, dogs.
Hey.
Wanted to pose a Switch 2 hypothetical. Would it have been better to hold on to Tears of the Kingdom for Switch 2 launch to go alongside Mario Kart, or did the Switch 1 really need that shot in the arm back in 2023 to get us through to now?"
I don't think you hold it that long. It's not even a matter of just giving the Switch 1 a shot in the arm. Nintendo is publicly traded. They need to make a certain amount of revenue every year and quarter to keep investors happy, even though Nintendo has more leeway with investors than other people. But no, I don't think you could have really held off Tears of the Kingdom that much longer, and I'm glad they didn't. It is nice that we have it on Switch 2 and it runs so much better. But I still really enjoyed playing that game on an original Switch.
I agree. Tommy Pencil says, "Is there anything more game-esque than Jeff not being here for episode 200? There really isn't.
Isn't that right? Gosh, I know that years are 55 weeks, but I always kind of like, okay, oh man, this show's almost
Try
4 years
again.
old. How many years there's 55 weeks in a year, is that not right? How many weeks are in a year, AJ?
52.
Shit. Well then. Well then, it's even closer to being about 4 years than I thought. Fantastic. Look. 365 days, right?
Yes.
Except for leap years. Then
Yes.
366.
Yes.
Not less.
Got that right.
Look,
Good job.
there we go.
You
If I was dead, I'm not a day scientist, okay? So I'm not some kind of calendar magician.
What, like some kind of calendar man?
Yeah. Oh, hey, that's a Batman villain. That's the one for
That's a reference.
the long Halloween.
That's that achievement everybody wanted.
Oh, that is the achievement everybody wanted.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Tuber says, Vini Caravella described Luminous on the PSP as a game you hot glue into your console. What are your favorite hot glue games for each Nintendo console? Mine would be Tetris for the Game Boy and Mario Odyssey on the Switch.
Interesting. Yeah, I think like Smash Brothers was always my cartridge game on my Switch 1 pretty much. So essentially,
Mine's Odyssey because I had that physical. So yeah.
That's
here's my Game Boy hot glue game.
What is it for audio listeners, AJ?
Can you see? It is. I want to make sure I can see.
I
It's,
like you just
Pokemon.
asked, can you see? Yeah, I can see it, but you have to describe
Well, I didn't know it was in focus because my autofocus is turned off.
Actually,
it's Pokemon Blue.
It actually looks
It's Pokemon
great.
Blue.
It's in perfect focus. You're out of focus.
Good.
Gonna ruin it. That's still a handsome looking cartridge, by the way.
It is. It really is. That Blastoise on there. It's great.
Yeah. Oh,
that
yeah.
was in my Game Boy a lot.
Yeah, Pokemon Red would be the same thing. I mean, Tetris, right, would be a good answer for so many people. Then, gosh.
Don't hot glue GameCube games. They won't work.
No, but that's okay. You just yank them out of there.
That's right.
I wish there was an easier way. But you just pull them hard enough, and they will come out. All right. What else?
I mean, Mario 64 and the 64. I think I just hot glue that in there. And what else?
Yeah, I play so many games. It's hard to think of too many answers where it's like this.
I know that's the thing. I jump around.
Yeah. Jump.
Pokemon
around.
was the easy answer.
Jump around. Yeah. Next.
That's the best you're gonna get. Mitchy Poo says, "What are your favorite mezcal cocktails from a restaurant, bar, or homemade?"
Yeah. So
I mean, I like a mezcal old fashioned.
Yeah, I do like mezcal neat a lot, but I had a mezcal and sake combination cocktail at the Cova del Tequila in that Mexico Pavilion in Epcot. So yeah, it was it's called the Smoky Ninja. It was great because you have that little smokiness from the mezcal, you got that sweetness from the sake. It was a very pleasant drink.
Nice. Beefhammer says, "Evening, AJ. Disappointed that the Switch 2 isn't a proper all-in-one entertainment console like his Xbox One Minotti." And Mike, slowly having the idea that Dan might be right about Metroid Prime 4 not coming out this year, Minotti.
No.
This year is the 40th anniversary of the original Super Mario Brothers, so we are now 5 years removed from Mario 3D All-Stars. What are the odds Miyamoto gifts us a relisting of the game with Mario Galaxy 2 as the $20 Switch 2 upgrade, since we can control Yoshi more with the mouse now? That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they're not.
Ooh, that's really interesting.
Well, yeah, that'll work, but they're going to be. I think they're going to be skeptical of releasing a game being like, you have to play this with the mouse mode.
No, you don't have to, but it's an option.
It's an option.
Just like the touchscreen is an option.
Yeah, I mean, look,
I like that idea, actually. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Sure, I like the idea.
They won't do it.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
I think
like,
it makes a lot of sense.
They're going to do it. I don't know.
I mean, that is a nice thing now that we have the virtual game cards, because I have this digitally, so I can at least share it with my kids.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird because we are just getting Mario Sunshine in NSO on top of being in All-Stars, which nobody can buy anymore.
But that version on All-Stars is in the NSO version will be functionally the same. I mean, it's just going to be the 30 frames per second. It already up-resed, so that's fine.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I really would like to be able to play Galaxy 2 on my Switch though. Such a good game.
Yep. The Left Shrimp says, if you had to select a modern N64 and newer first-party Nintendo game for Blight Club, what would you choose? Thanks, Peepo.
Say that for me one more time.
So what's a first-party Nintendo game that's N64 or newer that you think is Blight Club worthy?
By Nintendo? I mean, yeah, Nintendo makes some disappointing games, like a straight-up Blight Club game from Nintendo. Like, if you make me play Sticker Star, that hurts me, right?
Yeah, that's close.
Right, like Sticker Star was very disappointing, but that's got to be a better game than Superman 64 or Rascal, right?
Right.
And there's there's some other ones that are like not great Nintendo games, like Hey Pikmin, right? So is still Diver that bad in C? But like I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, like there is a certain level of Nintendo quality control usually. Yes. I think Firehair's right in that Wii Music almost just for the lulz a little bit there.
Yeah, but again, like that's not that's like maybe like a lightning round.
That or like a PAX panel, right? We play
music,
something like that.
There you go.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Like Wario Master in Disguise is another example, one that's kind of disappointing. Yeah. There's like those like very mediocre Yoshi's Island games, sequels, not the original Yoshi's Island, to be clear. But yeah, like there's just so much that's just not that bad. Like look, I'm seeing some people say games that I think are just straight up good, like Jet Force Gemini. No way.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. I don't love Luigi's Mansion 2, but come on, Luigi's Mansion.
It's not a Blight Club
2
game.
Versus Alone in the Dark. Like, come on. Absolutely not.
No. All right. The Master DS says, did you ride Rip Ride Rocket while at Universal Studios? It's closing next month, so you missed your chance if not. Also, you can get a video of your ride, which in your case could have been very funny. I wrote it when we were there a year and a half ago, and I've written it several times in the past. I think it's fine, although in its current condition, it is very rough. Like, it needs either a major refurb or what they're doing and just taking it down. They, it was like 5 or 6 years ago, they took most of the songs out that you could pick. It's one of those rides, there's a touchscreen. It used to be like, pick your genre. Now pick the song. Oh, there's a secret menu with like 20 more songs. Now there's like 5, which is a bummer. I used to like to ride that while listening to Better, Faster, Harder, Stronger. That was a good pick.
I know there's you can get Rainbow Connection by Kermit the Frog in the secret song list.
That was in the secret menu, yes. So that was a good time.
Yeah, to be clear, this is a ride I never, ever once even considered going on. Absolutely
not. Too big for Mikey's.
This is a pretty big coaster with huge inversions and giant
Actually,
drops.
you never go upside down because it's like a loop corkscrew. So by the time you would be going upside down, you're also twisting out of it. Yeah. So you're upright at the top of the loop.
We'll call it close enough to an inversion. No, I went to the park. I went on ET. Okay, that's what I did.
Which is the best ride there.
Actually, yeah, it kind of ruled. Yeah. Gosh, it has the best line also. So yeah, the only things I did, because when I went to Universal, yesterday. I was just killing time because I messed up my flight and thought it was in the morning.
Are we telling them what you actually did?
I told on Bombcast, but yeah, like I thought my flight was in the morning and it was in the evening, so I had to just go back to Universal. But luckily, my friend
just had to.
My friend was able to get me a ticket. So all I really did is I got some snacks. I got the Jaws 50th anniversary Coke Zero from the freestyle machines.
Oh, good. Oh,
Yeah,
good.
that was fun. Did ET. Then I went and saw that Bourne the Bourne stunt show, which is just so freaking
incredible.
good. Much better than any right it has been. And then there was actually that movie parade that they do there now, which is pretty cool. It's got like big floats for Jaws and Back to the Future and Ghostbusters and like newer stuff like Kung Fu Panda and Trolls, but Jurassic World. But yeah, I had a good way to kill time, right? Making some lemonade out of lemons there. And I had to take a couple of meetings during it though, right? Like literally, like I had to get on the ET ride while I was doing that. Then while the parade was happening, I had a Games Beat thing. But no, it was a fun time. I bet like a lot of people would put Universal Studios Florida like dead last in terms of the rankings of all the different Disney and Universal parks. And I get it to some extent, but I still have a pretty good time there.
Yeah, a bad theme park, still a great theme park.
Yeah, and I wouldn't call it a bad theme park.
No, not at all. All right, Lasager says, will you and Jeff please make sure to play and beat Prime 2 and 3 before Prime 4 comes out? I promise you won't regret beating them, especially Prime 2, the best in my opinion, IMHO. Keep up the good work.
Do you know what IMHO means, AJ?
Yeah, in my humble opinion. I don't know why I started to say it out loud. And I was like, no, I should read what they wrote.
Okay, so now I'm having a panic because is it in my humble opinion or in my honest opinion?
Honest.
Okay.
I thought it was humble.
I think it's
I'm
honest,
pretty sure
but
it's
now
honest.
I'm not sure. Chat, is it honest or humble? IMHO.
Yeah, right?
Pretty sure it's honest.
We run a poll, Christian, please.
Why would he?
Okay.
Why would it have to be honest? That's not like I don't believe his opinion. See, I've got at least
honest.
one humble. I got humbles.
Okay, we'll run the poll.
It's a 50-50.
Yeah, no, 50-50 might be pushing it. What are we talking about again? What was the question?
Are you going to beat Prime 2 and Prime 3 before Prime 4?
All I am waiting for is to make sure they don't announce it
Like
for
Shadow
Switches.
Drop?
Well,
yeah.
So until they announce a date for Prime 4 and at the same time don't mention anything about a Prime 2 or Prime 3 remaster, like I'm going to still have a little bit of hope for that. But once it's clear that's not happening, then like that'll be like my priority streams is I'll just hook up the Wii U, I'll get Metroid Prime Trilogy, and I'll play.
Nah, Mike, just do the Prime hack. It's so much better.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that then. Because 3 had so much of that jazz. Is it still fine there?
Yeah, no, the Prime hack works for all 3. I mean, you just play them with mouse and keyboard controls. It's great.
Okay, I mean, I would like that.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Nintenderic says, put these game franchises in order of likely release date from sooner to later throughout the entire Switch 2 generation. Go. The next big 3D Mario, the next big 3D Zelda, the next Super Smash Bros. Game, the next Pikmin game, the next Animal Crossing game, and the next 3D Kirby. Keep up all the good work, guys.
All right, it's kind of a lot.
I think I got this, but you want to go?
Kind of a lot to keep track of. You're looking at it directly, so
okay. Here, I'm gonna crush this. Here we go. First is gonna be the next Animal Crossing. Then we're gonna get the next Kirby. Then we're going to get Smash Brothers, then Mario, then Zelda.
I think that's right. Smash could be even earlier. I mean, technically...
It could be, but I bet it won't be.
Technically, it's been longer since Smash Brothers than Animal Crossing in terms of time.
Right. I think you just make an Animal Crossing faster than you make a Smash Brothers, especially if they do have to do some kind of like soft reset and rethink of the game a bit here.
Well, you know, Sakurai has obviously been working on Kirby Air Riders, so yeah, he had that going. I'm excited for, you know, just give me that Kirby Forgotten Land 2 or whatever you want to call it. I liked that game a lot. I'll be super happy to see that. It's weird because it's not going to, you know, in a couple years here, we are going to have to start thinking about that Zelda game. And it's really hard to imagine what that even looks like right now.
Right. Yeah. Could be anything. Exciting.
Why don't we take a break, right now?
Oh, we could do that. Sure. I could refill my drink.
We'll do that. We'll come back. We'll read the rest of these. Thank you so much, everybody. BRB.
All right. Good breaker room. You wanna do? What do you wanna do Mike, you want to just jump back into
AJ's
it?
gonna
Do you want
refill
to
his
take
drink.
a pee break?
I'm gonna take Penny out.
There, I'm done. It was on deck and ready to go.
Well,
I'm still gonna take Penny out.
yeah, go.
Hey, we did it. Oh, boy. Jeff Grubb thinks the Mario team might be making Donkey Kong. You might be onto something there, buddy.
Honest is winning the poll, by the way.
I saw that. But I think enough people have answered humble. I don't feel like an idiot for saying it.
No. I don't think you're an idiot for that.
I'm just getting in front of Mike. That's all.
No, that's. I mean, I wouldn't. I feel like it's a thing. The first thing you heard is the canonical thing you.
Yeah, I don't even know where I
you-
would have heard it. I don't know if I made that up myself. I told you guys my FOMO story, right? I told you that, Christian?
No, what FOMO story?
Like as the internet culture was developing, I kept seeing FOMO, and I never quite knew what it meant. And after a number of years, I started getting really concerned that I didn't know what it meant. So I finally thought to look it up one day. Imagine my surprise.
Oh man, you weren't feeling FOMO for knowing what FOMO means. So
It was building and building.
eventually,
Fear
yeah.
of making it out. Yosemite Blam, I've never had that.
I don't know.
No. Oh, let's see. What else is going on? What do you guys want to know? There has to be some deep, dark secrets. Maybe I'll tell you some. Forward operating military orb. That's in Metal Gear, I think.
Yeah. Snake, where's your FOMO? Level up your
Yeah.
FOMO, Snake.
Yeah. Snake, he's using a FOMO.
No, if forward operation base, the FOB, FOB, yeah.
That's just a fob, a key fob. Top
a
3
fob.
sandwich styles. Okay, the top 3 sandwich styles are Cuban, Italiano.
Hot dog.
No, I'm not going to count hot dog or burger because that's not the spirit of the
Whoa!
question. It's not the spirit of this question, I feel. Cubano, Italiano, and Philly cheesesteak. There you go.
There you go.
I've never done a Star Wars half marathon. That was Chris. Although I should probably, make that a thing. Some heavage. Yeah, sorry. I'm wearing the polo today. You guys get to see the Italian chest hair. Oh, Reuben's a good one, too. I do like a good Reuben. Who dat?
I don't know.
Interloper.
What that is.
Oh, it's Sean. Hey, Sean.
Whoa.
Uh,
Whoa.
Wow.
Happy 200.
Interloper.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did it.
Sean, what
Well,
episode? What
Hmm.
episode was it that you and AJ did that it was like a round number? Was it like
100.
It was 100.
it was
Yeah.
100 this? Okay, I thought it.
Reunited
for-
here on
Yeah.
200. Yeah.
2 years later, just about.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lulu.
Oh, it's Skyline Chili. I like Skyline Chili, but I've never been to an actual Skyline. They just sell it in the can in the stores here, and I've made it.
I don't know
It's
what
good.
Reuben is.
A Reuben. Oh, Reuben is you're familiar with corned beef?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so it's corned beef, sauerkraut, and Russian dressing on
Oh,
Jewish
it's
rye
good.
bread. It is a phenomenal sandwich. If
None
you don't
of that
like
can
the
be
if you
a
don't like
thing here,
the
but-
sauerkraut, which I'm hit or miss on, I've done it with coleslaw too, and that's very good.
I do like.
It has
sauerkraut.
has a different name, and I forget what some people call that.
I'm an adult, so I do like sauerkraut.
Skyline is dog food, but for people with chocolate. So it can't be dog food. There's chocolate in Skyline Chili.
Exactly.
Did you know that, Mike?
Poison for dogs.
Well, you put cocoa powder in their sauce, their chili sauce.
Yep.
Sure. Why not?
Cocoa
I put
powder.
I put some cocoa powder in my chili.
See, I like a caprese better as a salad than a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm not a fan when like sweet stuff gets involved.
See, I don't like banh mi's because I don't like carrots. So I can't. The banh mi is not my jam.
Isn't it
You don't
usually
like carrots? Carrots are good.
Not really. Not really.
I love carrots.
I mind them like in a soup. That's fine.
Is it not usually 1,000 hour dressing instead of Russian dressing for the Reuben?
I think it's like it should be a Russian dressing, but most people don't have that, so they just use Thousand Island because it's
Thousand
pretty close.
Sandwich.
Mm.
I don't think I was gonna be too upset with you, like in Youngstown, Ohio, if you got a Reuben with Thousand Island.
No, this is Russian or 1,000 now. How about that? All right, let's get back to it.
Okay.
All right, let's bring it back.
All right, we're back. Let's dive back into the mailbag, AJ.
Okay. That's the second time you said we're diving into the mailbag.
Dive.
Mike-
Dive.
Hey, remember that restaurant?
Yeah.
Mike Minotti's Rainforest Cafe Joy. Speaking of themed restaurants,
Yeah.
this is my formal suggestion that I would like every person with the last name of Minotti for their new nicknames to be Minonster. That is all. Love you, dogs.
Thank you. Do you want to be a monster?
We can't all be a Minonster.
Well, we're different
That
kinds
doesn't
of
make sense.
monster. You could be
Like a
monster.
Pokemon monster?
No, you could be I'll be Pokemon monster. You could be Monster energy drink, and Chris can be the.
Chris could be Digimonster.
I was gonna say the Monster stars from Space Jam, but that didn't really work.
I like
when
mine
said-
better.
Yeah. Yours was maybe better.
It says Joy because he capitalized the J and not the O and the I, Sean.
You know what they meant. You know.
I know what they meant. I'm just reading it phonetically.
Wait, what?
Okay.
I just want to make you say it because you're uncomfortable when you say
What
it.
is it? What are they
Oh.
talking about?
Because the Mike Minotti's Rainforest Cafe Joy. They didn't spell it with a Y, Mike.
Oh, you guys can. You don't need my help. You guys go ahead.
You guys just go jerk off on your own. There. See,
A
I did
penis?
it.
Well, there you go.
Incredible.
Slade says, "Hey Minotti Bros, who's the best Kong?
Oh, good question. I do like.
Can I be vanilla and just say it's Donkey Kong? Is that okay?
Sure. If your favorite X-Man is Wolverine, and your favorite.
Well, no, my favorite X-Man's Gambit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Gambit's pretty neat. Yeah, Donkey Kong's good. I do like a cranky Kong, and I like a funky Kong as well. I mean,
Yeah, Funky Kong's also good. Funky Kong's kind of Donkey Kong with sunglasses.
yeah, but he's chill. He's cool. He's got more personality, dude. We're big funky fans here.
Yes.
Then Crow is gonna come to your house and beat the
Yeah.
shit out of you for talking shit about
Yeah, and
Funky Kong.
don't forget, if Funky Kong doesn't show up in that game, then Jeff Grubb's gonna become
don't
a
have
terrorist.
Don't say that. Why?
He
You don't
said
have to
it.
say it.
Jeff said we're tainting his show. And listen, quit talking about sex organs and pelvic.
We're tainting your show. The show where, again, you previously said you were going to become a terrorist.
Like as serious as I've ever heard him. Too.
They are going to come for Zelda.
I need to be careful because he's one of only two people who do the horrible thing I didn't say, but still, no one can.
Yeah, he won't even tell me.
No, I won't. I actually can't. You will not. You will think less of me.
Oh, Mike, is
Yeah,
that really possible?
It's. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Someday I'll get it out of you.
Yeah, deathbed maybe. They can't lock me away.
All right, Screaming Madden says, "Hello, Mike Gooner for tanned Cammy Minotti and AJ. Not into that filth Minotti. That's right. I'm a mature
I still
man.
want to be clear that it was more of I can't believe they've done that reaction.
It's such an extreme tan line. But then she's wearing that other bikini. Like the tan line should be gone. Anyway, with DK Bananza releasing, let's play a game where you all guess the likelihood on a scale of 1 to 5 bananas on which DK characters appear in Bananza. Okay, so we got Funky Kong. I think that's a bananas.
Like he
He
went
has
out,
a merch store at the theme park. They have
he
to.
went out right before you said the number. How many bananas?
1 out of 5. Oh, I said 5. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. Oh, 5. I'll give it a 4. I just want there to be hope that Jeff has to make good. No, I mean, that Jeff will be sad.
Stop. You gotta stop.
Okay, next.
Next is On Guard, the Swordfish. I give him a 3 banana chance.
I think we saw Ramby, right?
Yes, we saw Ramby.
Yeah, if we saw Ramby, there's a good chance you're gonna see On Guard. So I'm gonna say a 4.
Because he's
as
from
well.
1, right?
Yeah, On Guard, Rampy, and the Ostrich, whoever his names are the originals.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Lanky Kong, Mike. I think that's a 1.
That's a 1. Unless it's for the memes, I don't think Lanky's gonna make it in there.
Nope. King K. Rule. I give him 4 bananas.
I give it 2 or 3. I think he can show up, but I think it might be something else. They haven't used him in a while in an actual Donkey Kong mainline game. He's shown up in Smash Bros. And stuff.
Right.
So I don't know.
I think he can play that role of like he thinks he's the villain, but really he's just like an annoyance in the way of the actual villain.
Right, because like the bad guy group are also apes or monkeys, so
Right. Well, it seemed like so. I'm really extrapolating here, but like it seemed like from the trailer, like it almost looked like Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong were like on their own adventure, and they were like just kind of crossing paths with DK. So maybe like they're doing something with King K. Rool off to the side.
yeah,
You heard it here first, everybody.
It could be, but I don't think it's like a gimme by any means.
No, it's not. That's why I said 4. I hedged my bet a little bit.
Definitely at least 3. I think 4 is high.
Okay. Last one, Mario.
I mean, Donkey Kong did not show up in the Mario game. I don't think Mario's showing up here.
Yeah, and Pauline's too young. So like, is Mario 13?
Well, don't worry about that. Like, they'll have as old as Mario anyway.
Listen, you guys, I like how like you guys are like, Nintendo doesn't care about timelines and chronology. And then like that week, they're like, we can't put other characters in Mario Kart. It would be incongruous to the world.
That's a different thing. That's a different thing that they're talking about there. Look, it's a 1, but I don't think Mario's going to be, it'll be like,
yeah, I don't think it's either.
It'll be like a sticker of 8-bit Mario on a, or by 8-bit, I mean like Donkey Kong
I
Arcade.
think the spirit of the question is like Mario like shows up in a cutscene as a character.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Credit stinger. I mean, at best.
I mean, Mario has not shown up in any of the mainline Donkey Kong games since Donkey Kong Country, right?
No, but Pauline being in this is like, it's what nudges you in that direction a little bit.
It's a little more interesting. I would still be surprised.
All right, Mr. Bowler, I swear I didn't read it ahead here. Forget about Donkey Kong lore debates about where in the Donkey Kong timeline Bananza is supposed to be. I want to know why you think all these primates have names that end in Kong. Are they all related? Is Kong just an extremely common last name? Is Kong just a title for a name like San in Japanese? Please answer this important lore question. I think it's something like that, or like in I believe it's like a Jewish culture thing, like in Fiddler on the Roof, everyone's like Reb. Like I think that means like teacher. So yeah, Kong just means like you're one of the strong apes.
Yeah, it's got to be something like that. Either that, or it's just a really disgusting big family.
Yes, a lot of
inbreeding.
Never mind. Blazanoa, yeah, that. Thank you. Blazanoa says heading to Disneyland for the 4th of July weekend. Mike, what is the best drink to get at Trader Sam's that isn't too sweet?
Oh gosh, I will say that the drinks are pretty sweet at Trader Sam's. I mean, it's tropical stuff. I mean,
yeah, they got rid of the bourbon one I liked, the Shipwreck. That's not on the menu. I think you can still order it.
At Disneyland,
that's like bourbon
even?
with some honey.
Is this Disneyland? I thought it was.
He said Disneyland.
Yeah, because they don't have the Shipwreck in Disney World, and I made
that's what I'm thinking. Okay, yeah,
they just don't. It might still be there. So Shipwreck is good. I like the zombie head quite a lot. I think it's cinnamony, but it is it is still sweet. I mean,
yeah, tiki drinks are gonna have a sweetness to them.
At least every drink I've ever had at Trader Sam's is sweet. I don't think I've.
But I will say, like the drinks here, they're using like fruit juice, not like syrups, and this ain't no Dugarita from Red Lobster,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Jamie H1224 says for AJ, pick the top 4 finishing teams for the upcoming Premier League season. I know who you'll have as number 1, but I'm curious how you think the rest is going to play out. All right, let me see if I can do this. I haven't been paying super close attention to the transfer window, except for some Liverpool moves. I haven't kind of been catching up, but obviously Liverpool number 1. I'm going to put. I think Man City's gonna come in 4. I think they'll figure it out and get back in that top 4, but I don't think they'll finish too strong. I think Newcastle's gonna creep up there in the 3, and then I'll put Arsenal at 2.
What about my bees?
Your bees picked up our backup goalie as their starter, and he's like, as our backup was maybe the second best goalie in the league, so that's really good for them. So I think they'll definitely be in the top 10.
Let's go Brentford. All right, that's what I want to hear.
There you go. Where was I? Michael Riley says non-Nintendo question for the Mythotties. I get it. Which sequel to Jack and Daxter do you prefer, Jak 2 or 3? They say the cream always rises to the top. So tell me what takes the cream from this Jak off.
Yeah, that's funny. What's funny is, gosh, like, it's because that had to be a present for forever ago. But I got you Jak 3 as a birthday present one time.
Yeah, that's right.
Back when that game was newer-ish. I never played a ton of Jak 3 yet. I was playing through the series, and I did Jak 1, I did Jak 2, and they're both good. I preferred Jak 1. I like the more platforming, focus kind of thing there. Gosh, so I don't know. I can't speak to Jack 2 versus Jack 3.
It's been a long time, but I know my opinion back in the day was that 3 was a better game than 2. I did not like the whole we've talked about this before. All the games did that like serious dark sequel, and it's like no, not the what no. So yeah, I didn't like that then. Okay, the Uncharted Wolf says, "Hey dog and guest dog, that's me. Do you guys think we could ever get a Panel de Pon / Tetris Attack / Pokemon Puzzle League sequel anytime soon? I love playing the games on NSO, but I would kill for a brand new one in HD with online matchmaking. If it does come back, which of the 3 would you want to be a sequel of?" I was playing Pokemon Puzzle League with my daughter. I was just playing NSO games. I destroyed her because she had no idea what was going on. But I did like Pokemon Puzzle League just because it was like the only time they ever leaned into the anime.
Yeah, well, because it was
that'd
such
be cool.
It was such an early Pokemon game that like that and Snap both kind of did it because it's sort of easier to make those asses.
It could be cool though, like, if they did it and it was like, you know, now that Ash is like done and retired and he won, it could be like the recap or the culmination of Ash's journey, but as a Pokemon Puzzle League thing. That'd be fun.
I love Panel de Pon. I do like tying it into an IP just to give it a little bit more flavor and aesthetic.
A little
juice.
sauce.
Yeah. I would love for them to just make another Pokemon Puzzle League. I like that a lot. That's one of my favorite N64 games, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite puzzle games. So I think I would absolutely tie it back to that franchise. I mean, you know, putting Pokemon on the name of things helps, so why not?
Very much so. Chris 2K writes, right now, which do you think is releasing first, Metroid Prime or Spoon Heaven?
That's a good question. I bet they come out around
pretty close.
The same time. Actually,
Pretty close.
I think that those might both be October, November games.
I think Spoon Heaven comes out because I think Metroid's going to be December.
I don't think it's going to be December. Actually, I think
December 8th, Mike. It's that Nintendo likes to release games around your birthday.
Yeah, then we're going to have an obnoxious, Game Awards qualification discussion about it.
You know, it'll be like the end of that like whole defense from them. If Indiana Jones gets like nothing,
yeah, we'll get nothing. It'll maybe get best action adventure game or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. I guess look, I'll go ahead and say I think Metroid Prime will actually come out first. So there.
Okay. Lenny, Cool Dick Denver. Hey, Mike, shut up and eat his ass, Minotti. And AJ, proud owner of 9 American Pie movies on 1 DVD. Better, Minotti. Yeah, I like that. Well, the following games get ported to Switch too. Just a yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. I'll ask you, Mike, you answer. Ready?
Yep.
Death Strandings, plural.
Yes.
Yes. Armored Core 6.
No.
Sekiro.
Somehow no.
No. Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes.
Yes. Tales of Symphonia on NSO because 60 FPS.
No.
No. Kingdom Hearts HD, but not streaming this time.
Yes, but like much later than you expect.
Mm-hmm. Proof of Life for Mega Man.
Yes.
No.
No.
Love you guys and hope the third Minotti is doing well after his hospital scare. He is. Thank you for asking.
He's fine.
He's doing well.
I think he was in chat earlier.
Yeah, we're all taking steps to get a little healthier. It was a nice little wake up call.
Well, except me and I wanted to do that, and of course I was immediately in Orlando and theme park food and everything.
Yeah, I am drinking a Modelo Oro because it only has
how many calories?
90.
90. Oh, that's great. You better do some push-ups after this then.
Mike from SoCal says, "Dear Adge Guy, now that Mike has been to Epic Universe twice without you, how will you force Mike to make it up to you?"
I keep AJ. We can go whenever you want. All right, any weekend.
Listen, it's not a matter of when I want to go. I got this family; they're a real drag.
Yeah. Bring them.
No, I think that we are, and we probably will invite you, Mikey. I think the plan is to do an Epic, like a Universal trip next year.
Okay.
Because we're doing Disney in 27 with Dad and our stepmom. So I think that might be our 26th trip.
That'd be fun.
Yes. Ali Miracle writes, AJ, let Mike know how good boring ass Cyberpunk is now. Oh, we're getting to that. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Bikes and Brews writes, Can you give me a good reason not to be increasingly worried about Metroid Prime and its release window? Thank you. I mean, they put up a big sign in the subway that accurately has the date on it of not today, but 2025.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not like they've been saying
They went,
2025 for a while now. It's not like that has
Yeah.
changed. I mean, I think
they,
they
they
just
went
have
screwed up twice.
I think they just have a plan for whatever reason. They want to announce that date later. Maybe it's because they're not sure. That might be it. But I don't know. I'm not worried, but also because the stakes are low. Like, if for some reason it was a 2026 game now, okay, that's fine. Well, Dan can have his little win there. I'll have other games to play in the meantime. But I still think there's no reason to think it's not going to happen this year.
I think we're fine. I think we're
Now,
fine.
I've been known to be optimistic about these things sometimes, so
Yes.
it could happen.
Joyzy writes, I bet you couldn't even name 200 dogs.
Well, there's 101 Dalmatians. I don't know all of their names.
United States, Canada, Mexico. I'm sorry, wrong thing.
Different
All right.
that.
JD Camp says, does Mike not wear sunglasses because he's still sleeping / taking a nap when the sun is at a low angle? You know what?
Oh,
That's
that helps.
accurate. Like you're not conscious when glasses
Yeah.
are needed.
Have you ever seen me wear sunglasses, AJ? I mean, maybe as a gag.
Yeah, I've watched you once a week for 4 weeks. or
Yeah, aside
whatever.
for gags, for the practical use of blocking the sun from my eyes, I just never use them.
No, you have those strong eyes, Mike.
Yeah, fantastic.
All right, Edgar Moreno says, I've been playing through the Pixel remasters, including Final Fantasy IV After Story. Just got to 6. In Final Fantasy V, did you ever dual cast summons and use Mimic with the rest of the party? It has to be my favorite combo. Not gotten to 5 yet. I'm on 6 right now in a playthrough that I've been chugging through and having a good time. But yeah, have you ever done this, Mike? In 5?
In 5, no. I might. What would I do? I would do something else with the Mimic stuff in 5. And then I know in 6, I was maybe getting the guy who can mimic to mimic a bunch of Ultima casts and things like that. So I was doing some ridiculous stuff, but not exactly the double summons. No, man, I didn't even know that the After Years was parts of the Pixel remaster.
I don't think it is. I think you'd have to go get that somewhere else. That was the knock on the Pixel remasters, that it stripped all the extra stuff from.
Well, but I don't know. I've never been compelled to play the After Years personally.
No, my daughter's playing 4 right now.
Oh, really? How's that like?
She said she's stuck with some old man. I said, honey, just use a guide.
That's
no one's
Tella.
gonna judge you.
Yeah, you're with Tella. That's okay. Don't worry. He's gonna call someone a spoony bard soon. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. All right, last one. Villain Mac writes, Mike, considering your recent flight mishap, do you know if your brother's name is AJ or PJ?
No, that's AJ for sure.
That was good. I enjoyed that.
I know a PJ.
We know a PJ.
Yeah, you're not him.
He lives in Florida.
Yes, he does. I didn't get a chance to say hi to him this trip, so I feel bad. But next time.
That's it. We're all done, Mike.
All right, fantastic. Why don't we take one more little break here? We'll come back. We got some more super chats, so I've only been playing. We'll wrap things up. Bye bye.
Okay.
Breakthrough.
Right.
What do you want to do?
Sean and Christian, do you hear AJ like go out for just like a random word
Yes.
every now and then? Yeah.
I feel like his gate is too
You might have
strong, or
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a gate to
Sensitivity
no
might just
What's that?
sensitivity might just be a little off in Discord. That's probably just it.
probably not.
oh
not-
yeah,
Discord.
Discord. Are you using
Yeah.
Crisp?
Yeah, you might have crisp or something on. Weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Me too.
Maybe.
Voice.
What's your
input
input sensitivity at?
Input. Oh,
You
it's all
should-
the way up. That's like
You should
Not
turn
the volume,
like
the sensitivity a little bit below.
Sensitivity, yeah.
It is automatically determined sensitivity.
That's
So-
why. Yeah, turn that
Yeah.
off and then put it at like, let's say -65, something like that.
Okay,
yeah.
That's good.
there we go.
All good.
Do I want crisp,
No.
No.
No,
standard, or none?
none.
None.
0.
It is done.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Wait.
Hang on. Then
Wait.
Wait, we might want something because now we're picking up background noise.
yeah, turn it back on, whatever the setting was.
Put it back. Put it
Yeah.
back. Okay.
All right.
We'll do
I
that.
do. I do think it was just he.
Yeah,
built
probably.
into
I think it was-
sensitivity thing.
I think it was just sensitivity. Yeah, we should be good now.
It's because of my dynamic range. It's high.
Mhm.
It's
I
good
think
for
we're
Yeah,
podcasting.
that's how they call you.
Yes.
Dynamic range.
That's I invented HDR.
All right, we can
All right.
wrapping the show up.
Okay.
All right. Peace.
All right, we're back. Gonna start wrapping some things up here. But AJ, you been playing any Nintendo games lately?
I have finally, because this thing came out called the Switch 2. It's pretty
about
neat.
that?
You ever heard of it?
How about that? Are you on team? I love Super Mario Kart World, or are you on team? This is kind of disappointing.
I like Mario Kart World when it's just let me play races 3 laps at a time, like all Mario Karts. The open world stuff, it's fine, but it's not great. And the problem is, like, that was their justification for why this game cost $80. So,
Yeah.
like, I feel like that's a problem where it's like they kind of broke the seal on $80 games, like, because it's so big. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of empty. Like, I don't know. It's fine. It's fun to tool around and, like, kill some time in there. But, like, it's not like I thought it'd be more Forza Horizon, and it's not. And that kind of stinks. But no, I mean, the tracks are great, and I liked all the characters and the carts and everything. So, like, I mean, playing it with my family has been a blast. So, it's a very good Mario Kart.
What's your
I have
favorite?
no quid there.
What's your favorite track in this one? I know you're a big Cloud Top Cruise guy. From
Yeah, I
80.
was gonna say the upside down question block ruins is pretty good. I also really like the DK Spaceport because that's
DK
awesome.
Spaceport's great. I like the Toad.
And the Rainbow
Factory.
Road's incredible. It's the
Road-
best Rainbow Road by a
Rainbow
long
Road's
shot. So
very
yeah.
good in that. But yeah,
Yes.
what else are you playing on your Switch too?
So, you know, I picked up my Switch 2 at launch. And I got Mario Kart, and I was like, okay, I want something else to play on this. I want something that's going to really kind of show off what this thing could do. All the bells and whistles, the graphics, the screen, the controllers, everything. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get Cyberpunk. I'm going to just play it. It has cloud saves, so I could pick up my old save file. I was just into, like, the beginning of Act 2, where the game kind of truly opens up for the first time. So let's just go. And for some reason, after trying to start this game 3 or 4 times, all of a sudden it completely clicked with me. And I've put like 50 hours into it since the Switch 2 came out. I have beaten it 3 times. Not like start to front, but like I've gotten 3 endings. I played all the expansion, the Phantom Liberty. So I got to hang out with Idris Elba. And Mike, I understand your frustrations with the game, because they were my frustrations. But you just hit this weird critical mass point where all of a sudden it just starts to click. And I don't know, I think for me, I found my first smart weapon, which is like the auto targeting like skill line you could kind of go down. So I started doing those, and that's super fun. And then, like, yeah, the world's like got the whole like the fuck forever signs and all that stuff, but like, and I guess maybe this is the role playing choices I'm making, but like the character kind of grows and matures from where he started, and I kind of found that like part of the story interesting, that like he kind of grows up a bit as the story evolves. As does Johnny Silverhand, Keanu's character. And I started meeting more of the other characters, or like the major character arcs, Pan Am and crap, what's his name? Christian, what's the cop? River?
I don't know. I didn't play this game. What are you asking?
I thought you did. I thought you were
I played a little
Cyberpunk guy for
bit.
some reason. I think his
I
name's
played a
River.
little bit, but I never finished it.
Yeah. And yeah, it's great. I think I told you it did that RPG thing where like it's kind of hard till all of a sudden it's not. It's like I have all these smart weapons and all these like the cyber hacking things that are your spells basically, and I'm just like destroying people, and it's awesome, and it looks great on Switch too. On handheld, I do the performance mode, so it's doing the thing where it's playing at 40 frames per second and using VRR, so that looks great. When you're on the dock, it has a VRR mode at 1080p. But it struggles to hit, or not VRR, 40 FPS mode, but it struggles to hit that 40 FPS. And there is no VRR, it really sucks that like you find kind of the weird corners that Nintendo cut with the Switch 2, like the screen, not like the slow responses, that's like whatever. But not having VRR in dock mode feels like a really odd miss. So I've just been playing in the 30 FPS mode because it actually runs a little better there. But then, you know, I bought Phantom Liberty on Steam so I could go back and forth. And if I'm docked, I'm just playing, you know, in 4K on my computer. And it goes back and forth. And that's awesome. So yeah, I am a full convertee on Cyberpunk 2077 thanks to the Switch 2. It is a very good game, it turns out.
Yeah, maybe I'll try the game again at some point. We'll see. There's lots of other things to do and play on Switch 2 and otherwise. By the way, chat has voted the H in IMHO. 61% thinks it stands for honest. 39% thinks it stands for humble. So honest wins, but there's a decent amount of people who think it's humble.
It's enough that I don't feel like an idiot for thinking it was humble. So that's good. That's good. What else have I been playing on Switch 2? I've dipped into some of the older games. It turns out Splatoon 3 has a pretty fun single player mode. I wish somebody had talked more about that and told me to try it.
It's real good. I'm pretty deep into this. Actually, about to beat the Splatoon 2 one, which is nice. Because then I can try out that Octo expansion for that, which people say is very nice. So, and hopefully, I'm kind of hoping I can play through that and then side order before Donkey Kong comes out.
Yeah. So I've been, dipping into Zelda, dipping into Pokemon. I did get Fast Fusion, which is the kind of F-Zero-esque racing game that like the indie for like $15, which was a good deal on that. And that's a good time because it doesn't have any online multiplayer or local multiplayer, but it does support game share. So I've been doing that with the kids where we play 2-player on the Switches. Again, it's great because they could use the Switch 1 still, and we play some races in that, so that's fun. And I did, because again, I just wanted games to play with the kids. I ended up getting 51 Clubhouse games, whatever the full title is. That's a good time, it turns out, to play with the family.
Oh, nice.
We were in there, me, Walt, and Soph, so we had our Switches in the game share, and we're like, okay, what can we play 3 players? And what's Ludo? Okay, let's fire this up. Oh, it's just Sorry. Okay, cool. So we just played some Ludo. You ever play that much?
Of Ludo or of Clubhouse games? The first time I ever played it was through the game share thing on our Switch 2 stream when we all played Texas Hold'em together. Yeah, it was fun. I don't know why I don't have it.
It's
multiplayer stuff.
For $40. There's plenty of value there if you're going to play with friends and family. So it's good. Yeah, I am. Like I said, there's some things I wish were a little better about. Like I said, not doing the 4K 120 with VRR is odd to me. Just let that be an option.
Are you noticing the ghosting thing that people have been talking about recently?
No, that's not been a thing for me, honestly. Like I said, I've played so much Cyberpunk on this thing, and I should mention too, the mouse controls in Cyberpunk work surprisingly well. I started playing more with the controller once I switched to smart pistols because aiming doesn't matter. But before that, I was using the Joy-Con and it works great. But no, like the ghosting and everything, that's fine. I wish it was brighter. I try to take the Switch to the pool and play outside when the kids are swimming. That can be hard if it's very sunny outside, especially in Cyberpunk if it's dark. Like, that's all. It's a great piece of hardware. The OS is snappy. The eShop actually loads quickly. The game share and being able to, or not game share, the screen captures and having them share to the app automatically is nice to have finally. I'm very happy with it.
I still need to play Mario Kart with this camera. I bought this camera, I haven't used it yet. Here we go. I can camera my camera.
Oh yeah, we should because now with the 2 Switches in the house, I got a camera for upstairs as well. So we can do in my house where me and a kid are downstairs, 2 kids are upstairs. We all have cameras. Chris and his son could play, and you could play. We could have a nice little Minotti Mario Kart party.
Look, I got the
Mike,
cameras.
you're doing camera inception. You're going to break the internet.
The cameras are touching tips. All right. But yeah, Splatoon 2 for me. Splatoon 2 for me.
Okay.
Next, why don't we read the rest of these super chats here? We'll start getting out of here before I embarrass Christian anymore. Dean Bowling says, super chat. Thank you, Dean Bowling. Chris says, It's humble until someone donates more to say otherwise. All right, well, right now it's humble then unless someone donates more than $5 before the end of the show.
All right.
I like it. Laserwolf says, you call me unhinged for starting with Dragon Ball Super. I'll show you unhinged. Metal Gear Solid 4 is the only Metal Gear I've played. That is absolutely that is wild.
Do you understand anything that happened in the big reveal at the end? Did you got it?
Like, what was that experience like?
No, he does not.
That's wild. That is one of the crazier things I think I've ever heard.
Postman Dan says, if young Pauline, 6 to 7-year-old Mario, I mean...
Well, is Pauline that much older? I mean, we know Pauline's 13. Nintendo's confirmed that.
I would assume they're around the same age.
Right, that was my guess.
So I don't know. Postman Dan says, Panopticon / Tetris Attack really works because SNES slowdown on high-level play. If a new Panopticon cannot emulate that feeling, it's missing something, penis. And then
Says
Elgrud
PNS.
says, does Mike have a guest for his new Giant Bomb news show? Right. That's right. I'm doing that tomorrow morning. Jan is going to do it with me Wednesday. And I think we have somebody lined up for Thursday. I won't say just in case. But if not, I'll find somebody. So, yeah, we're going to be good. Game Best Morning is so happening. I'm going to be filling in for Jeff for the next couple of days. Or not Friday because of the holiday. But, yeah, that'll be fun. I'm worried that my show will be much quicker than his. I just even when I'm on that show with them, it usually is like 10 minutes faster with other people. I don't know if I am a fast talker or a succinct talker, or maybe just not that interesting. But I feel like I get
you're efficient talker. You know, you get your ideas faster than any other person.
I get my shit in. I get my shit in.
He gets his shit in, everybody.
Yeah, but that's it. That's the last of the Nintendogs, episode 200. Here's to 2,000 more. Something with that.
2,000.
AJ, thank you for joining me. It was a good time talking about the video games. Is there anything that you would like to promote? And we had a new 90s Disney come out today.
Yeah, new 90s Disney went up on Muppet Treasure Island that you led us through. Very fun time. A good movie. I hadn't watched it in a while, and I enjoyed it very, very much. So be sure to go check that out at 90sdisney.com. And just follow me on Blue Sky. I am Adge Guy on there, and it's fun. Thank you for having me.
All right, I gotta make sure I've got a PS2 emulator working for Guitar Room, man, because I'm playing that on Delight Club tomorrow.
I couldn't track down a reasonable physical copy.
But I couldn't get it here in time, so it's like, well, the heck with that $100 video game, anyways. Then, so just gotta make sure the latency isn't completely unforgivable. I can get kind of used to that stuff, though. We'll see.
I think you'll be fine.
I'm gonna mess around with it, but yeah, I'm gonna start playing this outro button. Thank you so much again, everybody, for hanging out with us for 200 episodes now. It's been a ton of fun bringing this show to all you and talking Nintendo. Now we are in the Switch 2 era. May it be a prosperous one for us. Any 4th of July plans, AJ?
My brother-in-law's on Friday, and I think that's it.
Yeah, you invite me to anything. There's nothing going on with our family 4th of July.
I don't know. Dad was gonna do something that I asked him about the other day. He's like, I don't know if we're gonna do anything. I was like, really, Mr. Get the family together at every opportunity is not gonna do anything on the 4th of July. Oh, okay.
You can use a break. That's okay. I've seen enough fireworks lately, actually. So I'm good. Yeah, the Disney stuff hits probably a little bit more than the super patriotic stuff at the moment. Give me a sparkler. I still like a good sparkler or those snakes.
I do like a good. Hey, you can come over, Mike. That Saturday night.
Bye, everybody.
We'll sparklers. Bye.
I beat it.
Oh, you beat it. You turn that bad boy on, and out it comes.